Greetings, my lords and my ladies. Welcome to another episode of Chronicles of the Immortals, where we uncover stories of our beloved heroes. And tonight I will tell you the tale of the man who stole from the rich, Robin Hood. He is one of history's most enduring legends. Not an emperor or a king, but an outlaw. A man who became a myth in the shadow of the Greenwood, a champion for the oppressed. His name was Robin Hood, and his war was not fought on distant battlefields, but in the hearts of the people, against the tyranny that bled the land dry. England in the 12th century. While King Richard the Lionheart fought in foreign crusades, his brother Prince John seized power. Under his weak and greedy rule, the nobility grew fat while the Saxon commoners suffered. And enforcing this injustice was the king's chief enforcer, the ruthless Sheriff of Nottingham. Through crushing taxes and brutal force, he kept the population subjugated, living in fear. But in the heart of Sherwood Forest, a resistance was brewing. It began with one man, a Saxon nobleman, stripped of his title and lands for defying the crown. An outlaw forced to live outside the law, who decided the law itself was unjust. Robin was not alone. He became a magnet for the dispossessed. A skilled archer and swordsman, he proved his worth not just in combat, but in character. He found his first lieutenant in a man named John Little, whom he bested in a star fight and renamed Little John. One by one, they flocked to his banner. A jovial friar, a sly pickpocket, a loyal miller's son. They were farmers, tradesmen and fallen nobles. United by a common cause, they became a brotherhood, the Merry Men. In the depths of Sherwood, they built a hidden world, a sanctuary for those who dared to say no more. And from this green fortress, they waged their guerrilla war. Their strategy was simple, yet brilliant. They would ambush the wealthy tax collectors and corrupt church officials traveling through Sherwood. They didn't kill indiscriminately, but they robbed boldly, seizing the ill-gotten gold. But this was not theft for personal gain. It was redistribution. Robin Hood became a folk hero by giving back to the people from whom the wealth was stolen. He was a rebel who fought not for a crown, but for a concept, justice. With every ambush, his legend grew. To the powerful, he was a criminal, a thorn in their side. But to the people, he was a symbol of hope. He proved that the mighty could be humbled. The historical Robin Hood is shrouded in mystery. Was he one man, or a composite of many outlaws? The truth is, it doesn't matter. Robin Hood transcended his own life. He became an idea, an archetype of the righteous rebel that would echo through the centuries. Whenever the powerful exploit the weak, the spirit of Robin Hood is reborn. He showed that courage isn't the absence of fear, but the will to act in spite of it. The true leadership is not about commanding obedience, but inspiring loyalty. He was an outlaw, a hero, a story told for 800 years. He wasn't born a legend, he was made one, by the will of the people and the injustice of the age. A man who had nothing, and yet gave everything. Robin Hood. Thank you for watching and see you again in the Infinity Kingdom. Bye bye.